Hello, I'm here to talk about fake trains and I call it the fake train strategy. So it's something that I've seen other tribes use in other worlds, but it's not a strategy that I've seen us use. So I'm just throwing it out there for, leadership's consideration, I guess, as a strategy that we can use. So the strategy goes like this. Let me throw out this scenario, right? So let's say you've got these three villages right here. 1, 2, and 3. And the enemy has these three villages. 1, 2, and 3. Let's say you want to take this village. What everybody knows is that if you're going to send a noble train out, you want to disguise it with as many fakes as possible, right? So what I've seen some players do, and myself including, you would just send, a noble train here, and then you would send like a couple fakes to these other two villages, but it's not spaced and it's not timed to look like a noble train. So whenever the enemy logs in and they look at their incoming attacks, it's super easy for them to spot that, okay, I've got a train incoming here, because it's spaced milliseconds apart, and these other fakes that you sent are going to be spaced out over seconds or minutes, what have you. So to mitigate the enemy knowing what is the actual train that's coming at them, what you would do is you would send fake trains, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's fakes used with rams or cats. That is, it's four of them, and it's spaced out in milliseconds to look like it's a noble train. So I'll show you how to send out fake trains in a different video, but for this one I'm gonna just talk about the strategy behind it, because it's pretty good, I think. So what you do, right? Let's say this is the village you want to take. You would send out fake trains to this village, right? So this village now has one incoming fake train, and then from a second one of your villages, let's say this one, you would send out a second fake train to that village. So this village now has 2 incoming fake trains. Now, if they're not online to see, to time it whenever you send that attack and they log in later, it's going to look like that it's a real train. So you would do that to as many villages as you can, or whatever you think is smart. So let's say for this, you send out 2 fake trains to that one. You do the same thing to a second village. So you send out 1 fake train to them, and then using another village, you would send out a second fake train to that village. Now for the village that you actually want to noble, you would send out a real noble train to that village. All right, and then using another village, you would send out a fake noble train to land after your real noble train. So what it looks like now, when the enemy logs in, they're gonna see 2 fake trains incoming here, they're gonna see 2 trains that are incoming here, 2 trains that are incoming here, and 2 trains that are incoming here. And assuming that they weren't online to time the incomings, you can assume that they don't know, what is incoming, what is the real noble train. So they're going to have to pick and choose which one to defend, which village they think the real train is coming to. And then if they choose to snipe, which our enemies are pretty smart, so they're probably going to do that, they're going to think to probably try to snipe the second train incoming. So And the reason being is just because it seems like common sense to us. Why would you send, you know, a train and then send another train right behind it? You're just going to noble a village that you've already nobled. So they're probably going to try to snipe the second one, which is why whenever you send your real train, you send a fake train to land after your real train. I hope that makes sense. That's the strategy that I've seen another tribe use recently. Yeah.